bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another chapter of Children of Éarte. I believe this is the 15th chapter. As usual, we will start off by kicking it over to Adam for our sponsors.
We have Idol Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can pick up an Electrum chest code on the overlay or bouncing around in chat. Thank you so much, Idol Champions. We love this game. Recently played in Idol Champions Presents. I got to do that, and it was very cool. We battled a Tarrasque. It's the first time I've been able to do that as a player. I've ran it many, many times, but lots of fun. Thank you for Idol Champions for everything that you do out there in the community, and pick up that Electrum chest code. We have Die Hard Dice, who has supplied our cast, thanks Marcus Riedner, with Gerrymander Gravel.
Boy,
that's
just scraping. I love it though. Gerrymander Gravel that the cast is rolling here tonight and has been this entire campaign so far. You can pick up 10% off a purchase with Die Hard Dice by using the code Éarte, and check them out. We love everything that they do. I have an embarrassing amount of Die Hard Dice, and they have given me some of that, but I have bought a whole lot of it as well. And so I encourage all of you to also. And then finally,
what unit is an embarrassing amount?
Well, you see the shelves behind me.
Yes.
Let's just say that there is an entire section in this room that is a dice shrine, essentially.
So you might have 10 embarrassing units of Die Hard Dice.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
that makes sense.
I just got another order, and I'm coming up on 220 slot containers.
Oh, that's
wow.
Containers.
That's 20 embarrassing units.
20 embarrassing. Yeah.
One container is an embarrassment. Oh no!
I'm gonna have to get more because I can't have you.
Yeah, there's more in other places, but they're big. I think they're 20. Is that right?
All right, thank you, Die Hard Dice. And finally, tonight you will hear the dulcet tones of Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. I am Adam Bradford, CDO at Demiplane, and I am playing a very, very concerned at this point Silas Jordan.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Alicia Marie. You can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body, and I'm a professional custom artist and improv performing artist, and I'm getting ready to head to San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm throwing things around right now. A lot of cool things going on there. Real quick, what I'm doing on Friday night, starting this week, I'm part of the Radiant Citadel cast, along with some familiar faces here, DM, Lauren, and I won't talk about my character because you'll learn more about that on Friday. And beginning in August, I'm part of the Voyagers of the Jump cast on the Glass Cannon podcast channel. And tonight I'm playing axe-wielding, Harvard-educated attorney who hates statues and will never give another one a hug ever again.
Hi, I'm Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as @DreamWisp. You can find me streaming on Twitch as DreamWispJen. I'm the creator of the Accessibility and Gaming Resource Guide. I have written for a bunch of stuff. I do a bunch of stuff. I'm on a couple of different shows. I do on Wednesdays, I do Vampire the Nightlife, though we are off this week. And then on Fridays, I am also part of the cast of Radiant Stories over on Be Never Ending. So please join us for that, because today Radiant Citadel came out. Journey Through the Radiant Citadel, the newest D&D book. It's phenomenal. So go and check that out, and we'll be playing through a couple of those adventures with a couple of the others, which is really exciting.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idol Champions The Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as OboLauren. You can find me on Friday DMing that Radiant Story show. I'm very excited. I'm kind of nervous. I'm also nervous about tonight, where I'm playing Neb, who might also be stuck in a place and maybe has some amazing ideas of how to get out of it.
And hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. I'm a motion capture performer by day, and by night I like to play some D&D. And I also will be at Comic-Con these coming couple days, doing some mocap. So try to find me and see me in the suit. And I will be playing Miss One-Armed Robin Beckett.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're already going there? Oh no.
Oh no.
Who has realized when she can't rely on her knowledge from her whole big life, she's going to learn very quickly what to do.
Wonderful. And thank you. I am Deborah Ann Woll. I am your storyteller for this evening. I'm also an actor and writer and D&D enthusiast, gaming enthusiast in general. But yes, this is Children of Éarte. Thank you all for joining us again. Thank you, players, for being here. So let's get comfortable and start the 15th chapter of Children of Éarte. So where we left off, we had Maeve and Neb and Silas in a very precarious situation, stuck in a cave filled with water, and no yet determination on how to find a safe way out. We also have Fairuza and Robin, who were exploring through the now emptied of water caverns, where they came across a statue that seems to be guarding another one of these sort of hidden cipher messages. At which point it asked them to give it what it craves. They decided that was a hug, and it crushed dear Robin's arm in the process of that. So let's start with the three, Maeve, Neb, and Silas, down in our cavern of doom here.
Official name of it, Cavern
Official
of Doom. Okay.
Cavern of Doom.
It's going in the notes.
Title of the show right there.
I feel like all of these are caverns of doom. It's sort of,
This one in specific, yeah.
this one specifically has been pretty dooming.
So we're all just finishing up our
Yes,
short
you
rest
had
and
your-
mulling over, yeah.
Exactly. You had your short rest. You seem somewhat safely sitting on a small ledge, on the wall of this cavern, looking down about 10 feet below you. The water has seemed to have come to a stop. In it, there are bodies. There are, bones. You definitely have started to see, we'll say, in this short rest, I've started to notice some movement in the water, like perhaps some living things came down here with you into the water as well. You are all very wet, probably a little bit cold. In this space, even with an hour, unless you took some time to particularly dry off, it's still pretty uncomfortable and really pitch black dark except for your headlamps.
Neb's been sitting there. She's pulled her rock out of her pocket and has just kind of been using it as a fidget object and been eyeing above. And you said that there were other entrance ways to other tunnels, but
Yes.
well above us.
Yes. You noticed them when you came out through the original tunnel.
Are there any on the side that we are, or are there all of them on the other side?
So from where you are here, you only see two on the other side across this water from you. You don't see anything on your side.
And about how far up are they from us?
I'd give it a 30 feet.
So, I think one of those two holes is our way out of here. What do you two think?
Yeah,
Well-
we definitely can't stay here. Silas is also just idly breathing deeply and tracing his fingers through the air. And, one of the reasons that he does this is because this is the last show that he binged just before he got on the train, right? And so it's like just super fresh on his mind. And so he's doing, those movements in order to call forth this invisible force that he has figured out he can do.
Hey,
Um,
Silas?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Maeve would be trying to change her clothes into something dry, because I would have packed my bag with a waterproof lining.
Yep.
That's the training you get when you grow up as an army brat. Your parents teach you how to pack a bag.
Yep.
So I think I have some dry clothes
Okay,
I can
great.
probably switch into, at least for my outer layers.
Okay, yeah. We can definitely say that came along with you. I know Silas dragged his bag out of the water using this telekinetic force that he has discovered. So yes, you do have your things, your gear with you.
I also have some little hand warmers if anyone needs to warm up a bit.
Well, and I'll grin and hold up my fist, which I have been just setting on fire at every opportunity. It's not a ton of heat, but trying to dry off what I can.
I wear shorts in Buffalo, so I'm fine, but I appreciate it, Maeve.
Fair
Your
enough.
reflective pants
More
luckily
for
are not
me.
absorbent. So
Hey, Silas, that mind thing that you do where you can just grab things and pull things and shove things.
It's
How far do you think-
telekinesis, Kyle.
Okay, telekinesis. I mean, you're the one that can do it, so if you want to name it, I'll trust you. How far do you think you can carry, push, pull someone?
A person?
Well, okay, maybe that was going to be my second question. Maybe I've given away what I'm thinking about, but yes.
I don't know if I can move a person. I don't know. The biggest thing that I've moved so far has been like a jar. So, hey, wait, where did we leave the cyanide?
It's up where we camped
It's in your
at
camp, yeah.
first.
Okay.
You know, where we found out about
I was just
the-
making sure it wasn't in my bag or something. So, that's
not
good.
unless, Not unless you put it in there without
No,
us
I mean, I'll
knowing.
take your word for it. I don't remember putting it in my bag. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could try to test how much I can lift with this, but
I mean, is it just worth swimming across at this
there's
point?
things in the water. Did you notice that?
I'm not opposed to swimming across. That was going to be one of my other suggestions, but I'm also thinking about how we have to get all the way up there. And I don't know about you, but climbing while wet was hard. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make it easier.
Oh,
And
you
if
know what I
Silas's
can do?
mind can make it easier, then
You know what I can do though? It seems like I have some level of fine control over this. So I don't know if I can lift things that are heavy, but I think I could lift a rope and then possibly tie the rope. And so Silas is going to start looking like, are there any hitching on points at any place up above us? Can we see that with our headlamps?
So between you and where you came out, which is now, all the rocks have fallen in and blocked off that space, but they used, Maeve and Neb used climbing ropes to get down to there. So there are still literally your climbing ropes. You could climb back up to where you first came
just
through.
using the ropes.
Just your personal ropes.
But we couldn't get across to the other side.
That would put you, 20 feet away laterally and about 10 feet below vertically.
Okay, so if we climb up, do you think you could move rope with your mind and tie something to the other side?
I think I could, if I could find something to tie it to.
All right.
Is that a plan that we just
I mean,
made?
we have pitons and climbing gear. You could actually create something to tie it to if something doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah, you can just telekinetically bring the piton over, right? I
No,
mean,
I
you
just-
can carry a piton.
Yeah, sure I can, but then it requires force to.
Well, if you can find a crack,
Piton it,
you can just shove it in. We have, I think that's part of our climbing gear, are the type of anchor.
Sure,
points.
yeah, we can say, again, basic things. So you could have the kind that's like almost like a binder clip, where it kind of, you sort of spin it and it sort of expands and sort of, locks itself between two stones.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can spin something.
Okay, so climb, piton over, rope over, use rope to get on over.
Yes.
I mean, I'm open to other ideas.
No, I don't think we have anything else.
I didn't have
completely fine.
anything that I really wanted to do. I'll put it that way.
Maeve, are you okay with this plan?
That's fine. I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, let's do it. You want me to go up first, where I can then try to get the rope over there?
Yeah, I figure you go up first and we can... I'm trying to remember about actual rock climbing, like having someone at the bottom holding the rope to stabilize, because he's going to have to like brace himself and look behind. So can we help stabilize him?
Yep, it's essentially set up so he can climb it as if he, and you guys can hold on to Blay. And if he were to drop, there would be, a manageable way for you to stop his movement.
All right, here I go.
Or we just don't fail.
Or you just don't fail.
I'm gonna give him a pat on the back and say, I'm glad you like my plan. I think if anyone could make it work, you're gonna be able to make it work. And I'm gonna offer him a little bit of help.
Neb, you're so inspirational. Seriously.
So we're going to start with, this will be an advantaged athletics because you are climbing, you learned how to do this, you've got all the stuff, and then you can add your athletics modifier as well as Neb's charisma. You just cheering him on.
I'm doing the thing and where I give him support. So
okay,
you get a D4.
Okay. You can add a D4, even better.
Nice. Okay, so that I'm super glad I had advantage with that one that I rolled the first time.
Fun.
And so that's going to be let's see, 16 plus 3 plus the 2, so 21.
21. So we're going to say, as you go up, you go to like put your hand on one notch and you go, oh, no, I remember what Robin told me. You don't go for the ones that are sticking out. You try to get your hands inside the rocks and the crevices to really be able to brace that.
As he thinks that, he's just kind of like mumbling, like, "Oh man, I hope Miss Robin's okay." Like, what about Fairuza? And he hasn't thought about them for the last like hour or so, but in that moment, he thinks it's like, "Oh no, will we ever see them again?"
So you begin to climb. The rope keeps you pretty stable. You're able to get back up. And this is the first time with your headlamp, you're climbing up this rough rock surface. And you finally get to the place where you first came out. And there's still like 3 feet of depth before you see the rocks that have just fallen in and closed off this space. And looking in there, you get the distinct chill that rises up your back, that if you had stayed, you'd have been a dead man or buried alive, trapped. So get in there, you're able to sort of edge your elbow into that space, wedge it in there to kind of give you a little bit of support. And you turn around and look, and you can see 20 feet across and 10 feet up, this other hole going into the side. Now, this one's actually quite a bit larger than the one you came out of. Not hugely, but it looks like you could at least crawl in it rather than, pull along on your belly.
I am going to very intentionally scan the entire environment that I can, like very slowly with the headlamp. Trying to see if some devious person has put letters anywhere in this cavern.
Gotcha. Give me an investigation, unless you'd like me to do it.
Yeah, you do that.
What is your investigation bonus?
Investigation +4.
+4. You do not see any letters anywhere. This space feels very natural, very primitive, very strange. However, as you're looking across at that hole, you do notice again some bloody remnants on the edge of this. Maybe fingers, maybe teeth.
Finger marks or fingers themselves?
Finger marks,
okay.
But maybe some actual teeth.
I do not want to alarm anyone, but it looks like
when you start off with that, that's usually a way to alarm people.
Yeah,
but I
my
appreciate
mom used to tell me that too. Like,
no sentence that starts with "I don't want a blank," but
means you're about to blank.
You're about to blank, yeah.
But I you know what? Saying that, I appreciate the heads up. So thank you. What's the alarming thing, Silas?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking where I don't have to tell you. But no. So it looks like there's definitely been some death up here. I can make out what I thought they were fingers at first, but I think they're finger marks, and then
It's bloody finger marks.
bloody finger marks, and then definitely it looks like there are teeth up
What
here.
sort of finger marks and teeth? Are we talking human?
What-
Are we talking creatures? Are we talking rats?
It's hard to see from here, but like I don't think if it was rats, I would think that it was fingers. I probably would have thought it was like, something else. So it could be, a large dog or something, but definitely I think they're probably human.
Dogs with fingers?
I wouldn't put it past this place. I mean,
we've seen some weird things the last few days.
there was that pile of bones that was down here before everything flooded, and the handprint that I saw. So
I'm sure it's okay.
Which direction does it look like it's going? Are they coming in? Are they going out? Were they being dragged? Were they clinging and
Defer to
falling?
me.
What were they-
So taking a closer look at it, you've spotted them. Now you're not super close, so it's hard to really tell. But the fingerprints, as far as you could see, either it looks like they were gripping the edge going this way is probably more likely. Like they were holding on from the outside, facing in towards the cavern way.
All right. So at this point, then I am going to, raise my finger, and then I am going to use the telekinetic force.
Yes.
To float the ring
over the ring. Oh my god.
Into that other tunnel and set it down in there where I can hopefully get a little more light in there.
Okay. So as you all look up, you do see this ring sort of just float across the way very gently. It's just because a greenish glow above the sort of warmer flaming fist glow down below, and then the sort of yellow light of your headlamps, and just settles right down on the edge. As it does now, you can see that not only are there teeth, it is a jawbone, a full jawbone. It looks human to you. The ring settles down right next to it. And yes, these sort of bloody finger marks, even further in, you think you see a few more, as if whatever was bleeding on the hands pulled itself up into this passageway and continued to climb deeper into this space.
So I can see a little more clearly now, and I think that whatever this was, so first of all, I definitely think it was a person, or at least person adjacent. And with that, then they might have been escaping whatever was in this. Like, that's the story I'm going to tell myself anyway, because I don't know if we have many other options as far as getting out of here. So it was probably trying to escape whatever was down here, and it was climbing up, and then now it's like, trying to get away. And I'm sure that the rest of them, except for their jaw, probably got away. I mean, people can live without a jaw. So it's probably fine. Like, they're probably fine. They may be living in there now, and we can meet a new friend. Everybody ready to climb up?
That was a lot, but sure. Yeah. Okay. Maeve, you want to go next? Or do you want me to go next?
Well, try, I suppose.
I mean, we have no. He hasn't created any way over there yet.
Okay.
Here I go. Here comes the Piton. All right, Piton is going, and then I'm going to raise my hand out.
Okay.
And start just.
So you're sending over, I think, is this carabiner that has sort of a crank that will then allow it to expand and put pressure on either side of two rocks so that it will be held tight. And we'll say you've pre-attached a rope to that.
Yes.
This was your plan. So this is, we'll say this was all sort of in your
Silas
long rest.
knows much more about this than Adam.
It's almost like
you discussed it. I'm mostly just,
Yes.
reiterating the plan. So yes, you've been handed by Maeve, we'll say, this carabiner that has a good strong knot tied on it from Robin's teachings. And with this, the plan is to float it across, find some sort of crevice on the other side, and then your telekinesis will then turn the crank and kind of expand it so that it finds a grip and holds on and will be able to support some weight. You then, you can slot it through the carabiners on this side as well, so that it's attached on this side. It is, of course, now going uphill. But
Is there any way for me to get higher?
you would have to free climb. I mean, you don't have carabiners. Now, you would be attached here, so if you fell, you'd fall farther.
I am going to do that because I believe that like trying to hook something over it and zip lining is going to be safer for everyone else.
Okay, so you would like to free climb up, 20 feet so that you're 10 feet above it?
Yes, I believe
Gotcha.
that would be enough. I don't know physics very well, but I think that would be
That's
enough.
the plan.
Yes.
It at
Okay.
least wouldn't be climbing up along the way, so I guess.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a little bit more elevation here where maybe we can like zip line down to it. I think that's going to be a little bit safer coming over this chasm. Just hold on, because if I fall, I don't want to fall all the way.
I don't want you to fall all the way either, so we're
And
gonna.
don't give yourself enough rope to fall.
There's a saying about that, but I don't think we want to think about that. We've got you, Silas.
Neb, you are so inspirational. Maeve, you are Maeve. Thank you. All right, let's go.
I am indeed.
So we're gonna do just straight athletics checks, no advantage because you're now free climbing. You will, however, be attaching, pitoning in and attaching your new things as you sort of set up the system to go further for the rest of your party. For that, though, we're gonna do advantage survival checks to see how you do on that, and that will be done by me. So first, give me your survival bonus.
I'm a little confused. I'm
Yes.
just doing the athletics part, right?
Yes, you do the athletics
They're
part.
doing the survival parts. Yes. Okay.
No, I'm going to do the survival part for you.
Oh, got it. So what the survival
So the
part
way
is
that
the
this will
climbing
work.
piece?
Yes, so
Got it,
you
okay.
are going to free climb, but as you go, you're going to stop holding on with one hand and try to connect new
Understood. I'm
pitons
with
so
you.
that you can create a new system for everyone.
Perfect.
And because you're under pressure here, we're
Yes.
going to go ahead and do a survival check on it. It's advantaged, but I
That
just
is
need
a
your
0.
survival bonus. All right, here we go. Fantastic. Go ahead and give me your athletics check, please, for your free climb.
Ooh, 20 on the die. 20 on the die. 20 on the die. Yes.
Oh,
So that's a 23.
And
Like a
just because
spider.
I want to, and it makes me laugh, this is
taking a
what
picture.
I rolled for you on your survival check. That is a 1 and a 19.
Nice. I love it. I'll take it.
So again, Robin is in your mind, in your body, in your soul. You are remembering every
Thanks,
little detail of the teaching that she gave you. And anytime you feel like you're gonna make a wrong move, you go, "Oh, that's not what she said," and you adjust, and it saves your freaking life. As you climb, and now I think some of the dirt and callus and rough that your hands have picked up just from being in this environment for so long is now giving you extra grip as you free climb up the side of this cliff. You are now 40 feet above Maeve, and Neb. Nev is what was happening with that.
Nev is a
Nev
solid
is
name,
happening.
So
Neb or Nev.
I'm here for this duo name, absolutely.
You are now 40 feet above Maeve and Neb. You've pounded in your last piton, attached your carabiner, fed the rope through. You are secure now. You have created a secure line up from the top.
Silas, I should have asked you to try to turn into a spider. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think I don't have that power. I think that's just you, Neb.
Well, I think you just did this, so maybe you don't have to turn into a spider to climb walls. That was amazing. What now?
All right, now I'm going to tie it off.
Looking
then-
down now, you know the rope is attached. You've got this carabiner with the knot on it, and you begin to, using your telekinetic force, send it across and now down towards the tunnel on the other side. As you look and kind of, you've got better light there because of the ring, that green glow casting shadows, so you can see very clearly where there are sort of niches in the rock. You find it and you sort of guide, using your mind, that carabiner up, and then it begins to twist And you all can hear in the sort of silence of this cave the gentle lap of a little bit of the water on the walls, as well as the it's even in your mind, Silas, you can feel it getting tighter and harder to spin that dial to really lock in. Once you feel like your brain just isn't strong enough to just to telekinetically spin it any longer, you remove it. You now have one rope strung across.
All right. Time for you all to climb up. And then Silas like kind of pats his nose just to see if his nose is bleeding. I'm glad I didn't get that part.
Would you like it to be bleeding, Silas?
No.
Would that make it more fun? Because I'm happy to do that. You want a little
No.
nosebleed damage?
A little 11 action happening.
And he's like, I always thought that was ridiculous.
All right. So because there's ropes and advantaged climbing and all of that, we'll say that climbing up is actually something that you all can manage. With the ropes are all good to go. At this moment, we'll take a little break and jump back over to Fairuza and Robin as they climb up the ropes towards the top. Robin, I don't know if it's laying too much on you to say that you let out some kind of a scream or an exclamation of some kind.
Oh no! I'll never be a piano tuner again.
As your arm is pinned between the stone arm and the stone torso of this statue.
Fairuza! Oh, Fairuza!
Okay, so this happens like, if we can imagine, like slow motion here. They lean in, they grab hands, they give the statue a hug. In that second, arm and the statue comes down, crushes Robin's arm. Robin starts screaming.
Yes,
This
and
is
you
off.
noticed it, so you're able to pull out in just enough time, but Robin
right.
was not quite quick enough.
That's right. So Fairuza's head just whips, slow motion again, looking to look right at Robin as she's screaming. And when she notices that Robin is sort of like caught between this statue's arm and the statue's body, you notice like Fairuza's eyes just go wide. And if, like, you know, I've described it before, how she has like the electricity that goes through her eyes. But this time it's like even brighter and almost like it's coming out of her eyes a little bit. This wig is driving me crazy.
What wig?
I know, right? What am I talking about? Her hair again starts almost as if there was like this wind that goes through it. And I've described Fairuza before. She's really sort of very, very thin, almost like olive oil. But if you could look at her arms and her body, like as she's standing there, it's almost like as if it looks almost like the little skinny arms that she once had. You see some muscles just slightly rippling beneath the surface. And like it's almost like the veins in her little body start to glow just a tiny bit underneath her skin. And she goes, "I object!" loud. And her voice is like booming. It's like deeper than ever. It's nothing she never, and without him reacting, she's gonna bring her hand down like a fist right hard on the forearm of the statue. Like
All right.
Crack it.
Give me an attack roll, please.
How about not?
How about
Okay,
not?
so-
Are you not attacking?
No, I am. I'm just
You are?
nervous.
Let me know if you have advantage or anything that's going on. If you're
Yes.
doing this recklessly, go for
Yes.
it. You are
I do
recklessly
get advantage, and I get
punching a statue.
Come on,
I
man.
love it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it again. 18.
Woo! Okay.
The first one was a 2.
We gotta love being reckless. Go for it. Your fist makes contact with this arm, and it just boom. The whole room seems to shake a little bit. Some of that electrical energy that was in your body sort of transfers into this thing as it begins to shake. Robin, you feel it resonate through your whole body as the room turns into this sort of tuning fork, almost taking that up. Roll your damage for me, Fairuza.
Okay.
with
Let's see what it would be.
you're unarmed.
I call this gavel of justice like a hammer fist.
Yeah, hammer fist. Love
That's
it.
what I called it. Okay. Oh, that's actually not. That's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, 6 plus 3 plus 2, 8.
8. All right.
Yep.
8 damage on that. In that moment, its other fist rises up above its head and begins to swipe forward as if it's going to try and just batter you into the wall off to the side. That is a natural 20.
Oh my god, it's gonna throw me. Oh no.
Where is it?
What were we thinking? Statue. Am I still inspired from Adam's hammer dance?
Bludgeoning damage.
14.
14.
Oh no. Don't leave me.
You fly across the room. Half of that damage is from hitting the wall as it shoves you off to the other side, and you sort of crumple, your head spinning, ringing in your ears as this whole room continues to seem to vibrate with that intensity. But even as you blink, trying to get your vision back, you look, and the part of the statue that had clouds is glowing.
The one that had clouds?
Is glowing.
No, Robin is still trapped, or was she able to get out?
Robin
during
is
that?
still trapped.
Okay.
But now this sort of section that was sort of had this cloud, imagery is just sort of lit up and glowing.
It's glowing? Okay, she's on the floor. She's gonna crawl on all fours as fast as she can.
I see there's a cut here and blood coming down the side, and probably spit a molar out onto the ground as you crawl up. Yeah.
Oh God, I paid so much money for these. And she's gonna crawl across the floor.
No, it looks so badass. It's amazing.
And she's going to reach out her hands
Yes.
towards like that cloudy whatever section. Look at him. Hope's like, no.
Robin's like, don't touch it. Robin, you're there too. You can talk. You're not. You're not dead, right?
I'm not gonna get in the way.
You survived.
Crush. She's like, I don't be responsible for any of this. Don't worry. She's literally just gonna press her hand right on the clouded section.
On the clouded section, as you do, you feel this energy. It reminds you almost of. It feels familiar. This crackle of energy and electricity and storm within you as you touch it. Nothing seems to happen from this, but you can feel that this area is charged in a way that the others aren't.
Robin?
Yes.
Robin, how's your arm? What's going on there? Give me an idea, because I'm feeling something in this statue. It's doing something.
Everything is burning, and she's gonna lay her hands on the statue, and her hands start to burn.
Burn fire?
Fire.
Yes.
On her fingertips.
Again, as you do this, the whole room starts to shake, and you feel everything get a little bit warmer in this space. And the other area on the stone that had flame sort of decorations on it, this alights. This one, if it was white around the clouds, white light, this has sort of an orange light surrounding these flame decorations.
All right.
What's going on?
I need you to do something for me.
Anything, Robin.
All right, before we both die, I need you to try and go touch the runes. Trust me.
Touch it?
You gotta be quick. You gotta go in like
Okay.
you're going to touch it, but then get away, okay? But you've got to lure the statue so that it'll use its hand and free me. All right?
That's a great idea.
All right.
Fairuza jumps up.
Okay.
She runs over and just touches the part that Robin's on.
So Robin, I think, is suggesting that you basically run past it and dodge back to get it to sort of activate its arms, I think is what Robin is suggesting.
Yes.
So bait.
Okay.
Use myself as bait, basically.
Yes, essentially.
Call it like it is, Robin.
You
She would like you to sacrifice yourself.
I know
for
you're
her.
quick enough. I can't help you if I'm stuck here.
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna jump up and she's literally gonna be like,
Okay.
"Pe, don't fail me now."
Okay. So
Mhm.
we'll do, because you know this is coming, you're going to get a couple of different chances to save against this because you know what's sort of happening. So let's do an acrobatics or an athletics. I'll let you choose to sort of do your dodge first, forward and back. You know what? I think it needs to be acrobatics. This is dexterity.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Acrobatics. I know. I was going to give it to you because I was like, I know what she'd prefer, but this is dexterity.
Deb's like, I know what you prefer.
I know
but I'm
what you
not giving it to you.
It's okay, and I'm giving you multiple chances on this, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I have full faith. So yes, an acrobatics check to see if you can just sort of activate this thing and jump back.
Die hard dice.
Come on, die hard.
14.
14. Okay. You move forward. It indeed raises the arm that is holding Robin hostage. Robin, you fall back looking at your arm, your fingers twitching slightly as you can see the nerves and the ligaments severed and crushed within your forearm. As you fall back, Fairuza, as it swings up with an astonishing speed, it begins to swing back at you. Please give me a dexterity saving throw, which you can do with advantage.
And I do have advantage.
Because you
and
have
will-
advantage.
Because, okay, yeah. Use this forever. Use 10. Wait, I have advantage.
Advantage.
Wait.
I have advantage.
wait. Oh, 18.
Woo! So, as it's coming back, you do one of these like pendulum swing forward as it just misses you, and you dodge back out of the way, and it goes back to standing still. Again, this white glow from the cloud area, this orange glow from the flame area, and you stand back and look at Robin sitting on the ground, sort of holding this sort of limp, crushed arm.
Robin, she's gonna go over and like hold her, and she goes, "Are you? Can you move your fingers?"
Can I?
Not really. I mean, I think you can
see,
think
like,
it, and they
"No."
might twitch.
It's not important right now.
Okay.
What's important is, look at the other symbols. We must finish this.
Well, yeah, we have to get this. Yeah. On Fairuza's new boiler suit, there's a strap because I actually bought one. And she's gonna rip it off.
Yes.
And she's gonna make like a sling
Okay.
on Robin really fast.
Aw.
Really fast. Just don't
Yeah.
do anything with it until we can figure this out. Do I still have my phone on me? I remember I had 2. One got crushed or
One
boiled.
you lost. Yes.
One got.
I
one
think
got,
it got covered in pudding.
Fine, yeah. So I wonder. So do I have the second phone?
Sure.
I don't know if
I don't
if
remember
only-
either. So yes.
Yeah.
Bad DM memory always favors the player.
She's like, forget. She's like, you don't have your little yellow bag with you, right, Robin? You don't have it with you?
I'm wearing my bag.
Yeah. Robin's always got her back.
She always got, okay,
Mhm.
good. She, Fairuza has her a little fanny pack thing. She's gonna come out and she's gonna be like, I think there's like 1 bar left in this battery. Maybe I can try to get a picture of it.
A picture of the statue? I already got one of those.
No, the picture. You got a picture of the stuff behind the statue?
Oh no, I see what you're saying. Yes. I mean, if you want to test it again, I mean, the statue is not to be toyed with. I learned. What are
What
the
do you
other
think?
symbols?
So the other symbols were ivy and waves.
Ivy and waves. So we figured out clouds
Yeah.
and flames. Now ivy and waves. So we got 2 parts to light up. So there's 2 other parts that have to light up. And I bet you it has something to do with the markings on this floor or something. What do you think?
What is the floor made of? What are we on right now?
It's solid stone, the floor.
Okay. All right. What do I have in my handy dandy bag? Oh no, what do I have? All right, if you want to try it, but I am going to be useless without you. Just remember that.
I just don't want to leave this room without getting at least some sort of photographic evidence or something of what that statue is trying to keep us from seeing. Do you know what I mean? Or should we focus on the things that aren't lit up yet? But how did we get those pieces to light up anyway? We got those 2 parts to light up by pissing it off. We really want to do that again? We really want to do that again?
Robin's gonna take out her water bottle. And
Yes.
she's just gonna be like, I hope we can find more of this later. And she's just gonna splash the statue.
All right. As you do, again, the whole room begins to sort of shake a little bit. And everything you think you sort of smell, and the air seems to get a little bit humid for a moment. And the section that has waves on it begins to light up blue.
Just have one more. We need either ivy or maybe dirt, twigs.
Where are we going? I mean, I don't have anything vegetation-wise in my person. This is a mess.
Nobody brought plants in their bag?
I'm growing something in here. There's something we're missing.
I have bug spray. I'm very determined to use this bug spray
You do?
sometime. Oh, goodness. I have a granola bar. I feel like that's very close to Earth. I'm just gonna chuck the granola bar at the statue.
This is already sounding like a bad idea. But at this point, my brain is not actually working down here for some reason, and I'm having a big, huge problem with analytical thinking.
Okay.
But
when you chuck the granola bar at it, for like 2 seconds, it like half glows and then goes out.
so we're close, but no cigar. Okay, all right.
It does not accept the granola bar as an appropriate sacrifice.
It doesn't like it.
You know what's really
Right.
sad is I actually have my gardening tools, but I
do?
haven't used them.
Do you wanna?
Do I want to throw my gardening tools at the statue? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, or yeah. I mean, if those are, it's what's really weird, Robin, is that we keep coming up against this word ivy, and it's been like this constant thing since we got on that blasted train. We don't have ivy for this statue. If it's the ivy that we were taught back in the train of death. So maybe we'll just throw garden tools at it. Or maybe we'll figure out what the floor has to do with pattern-wise. Or maybe I'll get killed trying to take a picture of whatever the statue's trying to hide behind it. So either way,
While she's giving this long, beautiful speech,
Yes.
like
you see,
Robin is just throwing gardening tools.
All right. So, Robin, are these gardening tools brand new for this trip?
They are.
They are brand new for this trip.
Yes, they
The
are.
stone statue does not accept brand new gardening tools as an appropriate sacrifice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
do you want to go get your garden tools?
We can always do an investigation check to just sort of memory-wise see if I can help
Yeah.
jog your ideas, your memories. That is always an
Because
option.
as
for
far as
puzzles.
we can go back
Mhm.
is as far as where that jump was,
That jump.
correct?
So
Mhm.
you have to go back and make the jump again. But yes, past that then is the bridge. And past that then, I mean, you can go all the way back outside if you want to.
Hmm.
You have to dig
We
your way
don't
out of
really-
the snow, but
We need either dirt, wood, plants, anything, but we have to hurry.
Or are we calling this statue Steve? Robin. Is that what we're going to call it?
Sure, if you want.
Maybe this Steve wants Ivy, but we can't give him what he wants.
Maybe that could be a little bit more simple. Like it could be like,
What?
I mean, we have all the elements here except for Earth.
Robin,
Yes.
you are the smartest woman on the planet. Can we investigate and see if the floor weirdness is a pattern? Like, can we just start moving all the dirt off the floor to see if it says something or if it's just a design?
I
Is
mean,
there a way to, like,
the
start
floor is just stone. The design is on the statue's body.
but the floor with you said there was let me think, there was like little, like, I don't know, divot marks all over the stone on the floor, but
So
maybe it's
I
not
see.
important.
Yes, so that it was hand carved. That
Yeah.
someone went through and hand carved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check for that.
Let's see. I have terrible investigation, so Robin,
Robin,
do you
you
want to help
wanna-
me? Help me move the dirt.
What is your intelligence bonus, Robin?
+3.
+3. Okay, so go ahead and roll, Fairuza. With your investigation, we'll add 3.
14. The minus.
14?
+3.
Minus. Ooh.
Plus
okay,
3 to
7.
that is a 17.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So with the 17, the two of you together looking at all the, there's not a pattern necessarily to this, but as you move further back, you can see where the sort of hand chiseling began and where the sort of natural tunnel seemed to have ended or have existed, right? As you head back there, you're noticing more of the remnants. This was a submerged tunnel for most of its life on just the other side of this crevice, right? So as you get back to that crevice and kind of peer out, you are reminded that the previous part of this tunnel was coated in algae and sort of little things that were living and growing in that water, organic materials, before it sort of ran out.
That's it. Fairuza, I need you to go and get it.
Get what?
Get the algae, anything.
You mean go back and jump across and go get some?
I mean, it's either you or me, and I don't
No.
think...
Holds up her hand.
Don't move it.
Sort of
Also,
quivers.
God, I don't think the group will forgive me if I'm like, oh, by the way, I sent Robin to her death with one arm. All right. Don't do anything to him when I'm gone, okay?
I surely won't.
And Drew's just gonna look at him again and okay.
Athletics check. The jump back.
Come on. This should be good. I have no advantage. Never mind. 10.
All right. As you leap out and try to sort of reach forward, you get kind of caught up on the side and begin to slide down the sides of the wall. Please give me a strength saving throw to stop yourself from sliding down.
Come on. Oh, that should be good. 15.
15. You brace your arms out in sort of this X shape and just sort of feel that against the side of your arms as you slide down against this wet sort of dripping where with all this water came flowing through, but you're able to stop yourself about 5 feet below the opening.
Okay, so she can like scrape and scramble her way back up, sort of.
Sure. We'll say you get an arm up on there and can kind of pull yourself up onto the other side, not having fallen to your death.
Oh my God. Pull it together, Fairuza. Pull it together. This should not be easy. You've done it before. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not psych yourself out. It's just a cavern. Okay. Where's the water?
So the water is gone, but on this side of the cavern now, the walls are just covered in this sort of slick, slimy green algae, things that were sort of living and growing, underneath here. There's even still a little bioluminescence of it. It sort of glows a little bit in the dark.
Oh, she's gonna walk over, and Fairuza just like has her hand hovering above it because it's so weird. It's icky, but it's also weird. Like it feels like otherworldly algae. And then without thinking, she's just gonna sink her fingers in a chunk of it.
You pull off this sort of sticky, oozy muck that just sort of is holding on to the wall into one hand.
Yeah.
And you'll have to make the jump back.
She walks to the edge.
Athletics.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I did that. Oops, come on. 16.
Okay, you leap across. You're able to make it even one-handed. You can see some of the sort of scrape marks down your forearm where you sort of, braced yourself from falling down, but you make it back, find Robin waiting in the cavern with the stone statue, and bring her a handful of muck.
I scraped this off the walls.
It's perfect. You did great. And Robin's gonna take it,
Yep.
go to the statue, and just kind of smear it.
As you smear it on the statue, that last section that had the ivy imprint on it glows green. And as it does, it's like all 4 sections ratchet away, leaving a central spot right where its heart would be that opens up. Within that space, you see the imprint of a hand.
I'm not doing it.
What are you doing? What do you see, Robin? Fairuza's across the room.
It is glowing rainbow colors just flying out from every, crack in its design, filling this space with a kaleidoscope of colors. It thrums, vibrates and hums in this space. And in the center of its chest, where all the light converges, there's just a single handprint over where its heart would be.
Robin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably.
Go ahead. Sorry. Get that.
Oh my God, give me a second.
I don't trust you, Deb.
Good.
Oh no.
Robin, knowing that she is maybe her time has finally come. She's lived a good life. Fairuza is young. It's time. Is it a right hand or a left hand?
It is a left hand.
Perfect.
Is that the crushed one?
No, the right hand. I think
Oh,
the right
yeah.
hand is crushed, right? Because I went
Oh.
like this. Robin steps forward and gently places her hand on the heart.
As you place your hand, you feel on the back of your, on your palm as you hold your hand, and it warms up, and it almost feels like the stone begins to melt down around your arm. As it does, the warm heat and feeling begins to flow through your body, radiating through every inch of you as everything sort of warms and begins to feel comfortable and calm and lovely. And with that, you look down at your broken arm. Where did I put it? Over here. Which doesn't completely heal, but you see bones that were compounded and sticking up through the skin seem to sort of snap back into place as you sort of wiggle your fingers, and you heal for 7 points.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. There's still some tingling and numbness, but it appears to be able to move your fingers. It's weak, but seems like most of the sort of necessary attachments have re-knit themselves together, and everything glows with this warmth. As your hand, however, is stuck within the chest of this statue, and it's probably, this is a tall thing, so you're probably reaching fairly well above your head, you hear a crack beneath you as you look down and see the right foot of this statue yank itself up.
I knew
out
it.
of the ground. You look over to the left foot, it yanks itself up. The head releases itself from the ceiling of the cavern, looks down at you and says, "Thank you." Your hand pops out of its chest. As you fall down on your back, it walks past you. Fairuza, it steps past you, turns and looks to you and says, "Well played," and continues to walk off down the tunnel away from you.
She runs over and grabs Robin. What just happened?
I think we just let a 10-foot statue loose in the caves is what I think just happened. I hope the others don't run into it. And Robin's going to get up and quickly go look at the runes.
All right, as you walk over to the runes, Josh, can we please show them level 4 of the runes?
Yay.
So you should all be able to take a look at that, and we will pass it along to our players in chat and things as well. And with that, Robin, as you and Fairuza creep forward, hearing the footsteps of this giant statue disappear behind you and lean over the ledge, your headlamps, sort of lighting up, you see these strange sort of mixed up letters. And we will leave you taking a look at your prize and return back to the trio and their daredevilry. So we have Silas at the top of the ropes, having secured this thing. Right below, depending on what order you both decided to climb up, we have either Neb and then Maeve. In whichever order you climbed.
I probably would have asked Maeve to go next.
Okay, so Maeve, you'll be in the middle, and Neb at the bottom. Now, you're just on the ropes, safely holding on beneath Silas. It may have taken you a little time, but you did so safely. Silas, are you going to cross first, or Maeve, do you climb up? And how would you like to zip line?
You're muted, Jen.
Yes, I am. I would like to. Oh gosh. So I need to. We climb up first, fine, right? And then
yes,
it's just
you're just below Silas. Yeah.
Putting onto the carabiner and maybe putting like a short length of paracord over.
Okay.
To hold on to, so the carabiner is just in case to fall, but the real grip is on the paracord.
Gotcha. Okay, so the idea being that the carabiner is like on the waist of your harness attached to the rope, and then you're using the paracord to kind of really pull yourself. Okay, gotcha. All right. And you're going first, Maeve?
I will go first.
Okay. So Silas, you sort of, inch yourself around to the side, holding on to the rock, making space. Maeve, you come up, clip that carabiner on that rope to keep yourself safe, pull out a bit of paracord and kick off.
Maeve, you got this. And Silas just holds up his hand.
I know.
Fantastic.
Gonna leave me hanging, huh? Okay.
Oh. And I high five.
And then I'm gonna say psych, but then like as her hand goes forward, I'm gonna hit it with telekinetic force, like I gave her telekinetic high five.
So you feel it without seeing it. You feel the high five without seeing the high five. And you can kick off. You can jump. What's your style?
I'll jump.
Okay.
And
whee! All right, you leap into the air above this water in this cavern. As soon as you do, and they kind of hear that zzz of the sort of rope and the paracord and the carabiner all creating this friction against it. Sags a little bit. All of you down below feel kind of the rope pull up, but it holds as you feel this sort of stomach dropping, drop, Maeve, but you hold and you slide your feet heading right towards this wall. How would you like to stop yourself?
Oh gosh. What's nearby as I'm sliding
there's
in?
the edges of the tunnel. There's the side of the wall. Do you want to try to aim and slide right in, or you just want to grab onto the edge?
How direct is the line?
Pretty good. He hooked it into like the ceiling of this tunnel, so you could try to just slip right in.
And as soon as I get to the end, sort of just leap to the solid ground.
Fantastic. Just give me an acrobatics check, please.
All right. 21.
21. So as you slide down and you're sort of swaying back and forth, you're able to just kind of hook your foot around one side and sort of change your direction as your whole body just sort of slips into the tunnel and alights gently onto the base of this tunnel. However, as you look down, you are sitting right next to this jawbone of teeth and the green glowing ring.
I would pick up the ring.
Yeah.
And frankly, can I kick that? Yeah, I'm going to kick the jawbone over the side.
All right.
You not near me. That's deeply unsettling.
You kick it over. It falls clattering into the water and sinks out of sight. In this moment, you do hear a little a couple of bats just fly down, a little bit disturbed by the sound that has been made.
Did the bones say something you didn't like, Maeve?
Just didn't want to be standing next to someone's jawbone.
I don't
I
blame
Yeah, no,
That's not something I need near me. Do you typically, snuggle up with the jawbone at night?
There's a lot of things I've done in the last couple days I've never typically done. That's
Fair.
a thing I would rather not do. So
if I start snuggling and
I
cuddling with
didn't
jawbones, like
feel
somebody
like having
intervened.
it nearby. I figured, we didn't want anyone to land on it. I'm clearing a space for you. I'm helping.
Okay. Great. You were
Maeve, you ready?
you were wonderful. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'll look over at Silas. You want me to go next?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. So
That looked like fun, so I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
perfect.
Yeah.
Maeve, you see that you can make space. You can unhook your carabiner and make some space and come in. This is it's a crouching kind of height tunnel where this is, so you can make your way a little bit inside. All right. Same with you, Neb. You hook in the carabiner, throw some paracord over, and begin to zip line down.
And she
again,
does wee.
You do
because-
wee?
yeah.
Fantastic. There's again that little drop before it catches your weight, and you slide. I'd also like a dexterity check from you acrobatics check from you as you get to the end.
Yep.
See how you land.
Well, let's see. Okay. All right. That's a 16.
Yeah. You also, it's not quite as, stylized and sort of smooth as Maeve's was, but you find again like a place you can kind of hook your foot and spin yourself so that you sort of take the forward momentum into a centrifugal momentum and sort of sit down on that space and are able to unhook yourself safely in there. Now, I'm going to remind you that all of your rope setups are on that other side, Silas, with you.
Yeah.
This is your last bit of rope that you have hooked across for 3 of you.
So the thought just occurred to me. My inner
Yeah?
voice told me that we have no ropes on that side. So just letting everybody know that before we get too involved in whatever's happening down that cave tunnel, we might just want to, make sure that we remember that this is where all our stuff is.
Well,
Okay.
do you want to just bring them across the same way you brought the other one across the first time?
I mean, I can, but then I don't know if there are. Yeah, it's just going to take a long time for me to twist carabine. I don't know what all these words are of these contraptions that we've been using, but the thing that goes pop, like that thing, I can bring that over, but it'll take time. I'm just saying that our setup's over here. So before we get too far down, like across the spider web, we might want to just remember.
Well, I know we're worried about Robin and Fairuza, and if that's
Yeah.
going to take a lot of time, then let's see if we can make our way back to them, and then we can always hopefully come back and pick them up.
Yeah, I don't know. This place seems like completely useless, though. So I don't know if I want to come back here.
I mean, there was a jawbone.
I mean, unless there are letters down at the bottom of this pool, under the bone pile. And if there are letters there, then we just don't need to find this mirror
Were
shop.
we shouting this across the cavern?
Yes.
Pretty much, yes.
Mhm.
Bats are flying by, yes.
Well, there's no jawbone anymore. So
Okay.
why don't you come across? We
Yeah.
still have some other ropes, and if you want to leave these up, that's your
Yeah. All right.
decision.
Let's
But-
leave them. I mean, like I can take them with me when I get to the other side. I'm just saying it's going to take time. But either way, here I go.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
gonna hook
back up and give him room.
Silas, you unhook from the wall, you hook up to your new zip line and leap. Whee! The bats fly, flapping wings back and forth. You feel very superhero-y. Please give me a dexterity acrobatics check for your landing.
That is only a 10.
Ooh, only a 10, my favorite.
This is why we clear jawbones out of the way.
You unfortunately get so wrapped up in the superhero-ness of the moment, you feel like your own comic book cover as you zip line across. Oh, let's see the t-shirt, Adam, of course.
The music's
Yes.
just blaring in my head. Yes.
Yeah.
That you are unable to turn and instead slam into the rock wall, taking 2 bludgeoning damage. As you just kind of shake the ringing
I
out of
get
your
back up
ears.
as gracefully as possible. I'm okay. I'm okay.
And make it into this tunnel behind Neb and Maeve.
You set up this whole thing amazingly. So as far as I'm concerned, that was a perfect landing.
Yeah, this is completely camping. That was super intense. Like, super intense.
All 3 of you turn to look down further into this tunnel that you have selected. From here, you were correct, Silas. You can see that there is more blood on the walls, on the ground, presumably wherever this bloody hand made any contact as whatever this was crawled through this tunnel. The tunnel appears to turn up to the left and go upwards about 10 feet away.
It's not really ominous because I'm sure they were getting away from something ominous and this was their escape route. So I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, only one way to find out, right? And I'm going to light up my fist and
Okay.
walk on forward.
Neb is leading
or
the way.
crawl or whatever I got to do. So
Fantastic. So yeah, you begin to crawl forward. This one is a little bit larger. You're not having to squeeze, your packs and things, whatever you brought with you, can stay on your backs. But you're sort of crawling hands and knees, that kind of space forward. Neb, as you kind of begin to start to crawl upward, and it really is kind of like bouldering, climbing up over rocks, pulling yourself up around and twisting. This is quite a steep upward tunnel trajectory. What is your perception bonus?
it is a +5.
It's 5. You just continue to notice the bloody handprints seem to have gone away. They've, the bleeding has stopped. Whatever it was, it has faded. And now that's no longer a track for you as you continue forward. You pull yourself up, one hand reaching up around to pull around this particularly large boulder. And as you do, you suddenly freeze, staring at a face. Its eyes are completely clouded over white. Its skin is pale and splotchy, almost liver spotted. It opens its mouth. You see razor sharp teeth dripping saliva as its nose, and it clicks its tongue as its large, almost bat-like ears, as it then rises up and leans in to bite you. Let's roll initiative for everybody here, please.
Here we go. So I rolled a natural 20 on my initiative,
Hey, that'll be good for you.
which gives me a 19. Yeah.
Silas.
Neb would probably jump.
Initiative is like my pants right now, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a Silas. And Maeve.
15.
15 for Maeve. All right, Silas, you are, I don't know if you went right after Neb or if you would have followed behind Maeve.
I would have. I'll leave that up to you, actually, Jen.
Okay, Maeve.
I was
which one?
probably charging ahead, so.
Okay, so Maeve was right behind Neb. You would have been at the
Rear guard.
back, Silas. However, you're the first one to sort of hear this. You can't see it. All you can see are sort of Neb's feet just past Maeve in front of you, and you can see that Neb has stopped right where she is.
Oh my goodness. At this point, I am going to I'm going to just speak a line or two here. Now, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? And then I am going to ready in action because I am feeling it at this point. Like I feel it in my bones. I'm exhausted, and my best weapon is my mouth. And so I'm going to ready in action for if I see a hostile creature.
Yep.
Enter my eye line into the tunnel. I am going to take the action then.
Okay, you got it.
With my reaction.
Neb, you're up. As this thing exposes its fangs and is clearly rearing, back to try and to take a bite out of your face, what would you like to do?
I think she'd frozen, and then as it goes on in, she's gonna just instinctually throw the fire in her hand at it. So
fantastic. Make an attack roll.
Okay, all right. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
Beautiful.
2 fire damage.
Okay, 2 fire damage.
As I very inelegantly just throw
face.
fire right in its face.
Fantastic. Anything else, Neb?
Oh, that is an excellent question.
Now, backing up will be squeezing. So because you'll have to squeeze past Maeve and Silas, so you can only use half of your movement. Going forward is obviously also squeezing, as well as potentially an opportunity attack. You are in a pretty tight little tunnel here.
Yeah, I don't want to move back because I don't want to cause all sorts of issues. Can I at least move to the side so that people have a better view of this thing?
Okay.
Or...
I'll offer that. It's
just
it's still sort of beyond this ridge, but yes, you can sort of clear so that if anyone were to move forward or if it were to come forward, they would then be able to see it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, and I think that's all she thinks to do.
Fire in the face as it kind of hisses and rears back. You can see the sort of sooty burn mark across its face as you push yourself back to the side. It is its turn. It lunges forward towards your face. Oh, go ahead.
Can I see it?
Yes, you can see it as soon as it lunges forward towards
I'm going to take my reaction.
Go ahead and take your reaction now.
And then, so I can see its face.
You can see its face.
Then I'm just
and an
gonna
arm. It's reaching out with its sort of a very human-looking hand reaches forward and sort of grips the wall, almost like it has suction cups, and pulls itself forward, looking to bite into Neb's face.
It's hideous. I thought I had big ears when I was little, and I'm going to use vicious mockery. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and it doesn't have to understand language or anything, right?
No.
Okay, great. Just checking.
And 14
wisdom saving throw.
Your tone is mocking enough.
Oh, that's a 19.
Okay. So nothing happens.
Okay. It barely, as it hears you speak, you just get one of the eyes kind of seems to roll around in its socket, and one of the ears just twitches a little bit as it just sort of acknowledges that it heard you down there. And unfortunately,
of course you heard me with ears that big.
Reaches forward, jaws wide, aiming for your shoulder, Neb. Ooh, that is a 15 to hit you?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why I don't just have these out. Have them out.
I don't know if I want to become a vampire. I'm
I
not
rolled
sure.
Pretty low. You take 3 slashing damage as it bites into your shoulder, bites down and rips its head back, pulling off flesh from your shoulder as well as bits of your jacket rearing back away from you.
I do not want to be a vampire. No.
All right. It is still sort of in front of you, just kind of, rolling its head in the air as it just sort of chomps. The blood begins to drip down onto the rocks beneath your feet. Maeve, your turn.
All right. So I want to do something kind of weird.
Okay, great.
I heard the clicking.
Yes.
And now that I have seen it, look, I saw the descent. I have some thoughts here. I don't think this thing can see us. So I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to start blasting Arctic Monkeys, Dancing Shoes, because I want to distract it with the sound bouncing back and forth.
Okay, this is fine. All 4 of all of us are going to make Constitution saving throws against that noise.
Constitution saving there.
Oh, yes.
Nope.
Do I
Nope.
need to save against it knowing it's coming?
I mean, yes, because it's just you're trying to deafen it essentially, right? So it's gonna deafen all. We all got to save against it. So yes, all right. So Silas, how'd you do?
18.
18. Neb,
5.
5. Maeve,
22.
22. All right, Neb, you are deafened by this noise. It just like clogs. I think because because Maeve, you knew it was coming. Silas, maybe you saw her pull
I
out her
listen to loud
phone.
music all the time.
You listen to, your ears are like just honed from rock concerts and whatever it is your life, your earbuds dug right in there. You're just like easy peasy, no problem. However, it also seems to sort of shake a little bit. It seems certainly drawn to where the music is coming, but you don't get the sense that it's hurt or damaged by it. So at the
And I
moment,
want to drop the
yes.
phone like
Yes.
over in a corner, kind of tucked behind stuff, so it's hopefully it won't get to it. But the idea is to keep it away from us, to keep the origin of the sound away from us.
Okay, so you're in between Neb and Silas. So you'd like to basically like throw it down past Silas. Is that the idea?
Yeah, kind of wedge it over in the.
Okay, fantastic.
Nice.
So you start this extraordinarily loud, pushing the button on the side of the phone to just up the volume, up the volume, up the volume, and you throw it down below. It clatters down at least 20 feet down below, and you can just hear it just like screaming through this tunnel as the whole head of this thing turns and sort of, starts to try to sense where this is coming from down there. Anything else, Maeve?
Yes. It may not have its eyes on us, but I have my eye on it.
Fantastic. Okay, we're back up to Silas. As you are rocking out to the music in the tunnel, unaffected.
I'm just that's interesting. Do I get any impression? Do I think that if I yelled, Maeve or Neb could hear me?
The
Or do
way
we feel like-
Neb is going like this, you don't think Neb could hear you, but
Do I think
maybe
the creature
Maeve.
could hear me?
Yes, you think the creature could.
Okay,
Well, yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I am just going to say, hey, I'm talking to you. I'm trying to say that I haven't seen ears that big since I watched that silly elephant movie when I was a kid. And again, trying vicious mockery.
Wisdom?
And wisdom save of 14.
13?
Okay, 14 is what it
All
needed.
right.
So it's going to deal 4 damage, psychic damage. But
Okay.
then it is going to have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Fantastic. Okay. So with that, as the music starts and Maeve throws it down, 20 feet below you, and its head turns towards you, and you speak this insult as loud as you can over the music, you do sort of see its head goes back almost as if it was on a shelf behind its body, its whole back arching a little bit as it sort of shakes that pain. Neb, you were just in the corner with your hands over your ears, staring at this thing that is just sort of writhing in front of you, most of its body still on this ledge beyond. Anything else, Silas?
As a bonus action,
Yes.
I am going to simply yell up to Neb and say, seriously, it's okay. Just breathe. Clap your ears. You have this. Get away from it. And it's going to be inspiration 1d6.
All
for the
right.
next
Do
Well,
I
Six.
hear him?
Do you have to hear for inspiration?
Yes.
He is deafened. So she
Oh,
cannot
she
hear.
is actually deaf.
She is
Okay,
deafened.
Okay.
She cannot hear you.
All right. That's fine.
No, that was a
that's
brilliant
still-
idea. I love it.
That's
I love
still
it.
what I'm going to try to do. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So she still tries. You see his mouth.
Do I understand that she doesn't hear me at all?
She's just shaking her head. It doesn't seem like she
So
has
no
comprehended
impact.
anything.
Got it.
No impact whatsoever. All right, Neb, your turn.
Ow, ow, ow. The creature in front of me, I think I probably would have had an idea of what Maeve had done.
Yes.
And I've watched it react. Do I think at this point its now focus is the song down the tunnel or something down the tunnel?
I mean, yes, you definitely think that that has grabbed its attention. However, you also know that it has to basically crawl on top of you in order to get to it.
Oh.
It will have to squeeze past your body to get to it.
Well, okay. You know what, though? I know I'm small. If I'm even smaller, then it can just go right past me, and I'm going to think real hard, and Nebrat is gonna and just be out of the way. Just be all of a sudden still unable to hear anything. Still the ringing in the ear. But yeah, just all of a sudden Neb just is gone, and there's a little blue-black rat hunched
in a little shadowy corner.
Yeah,
this
not
tunnel.
moving, just
Gotcha.
staying right there, hoping that now that I am out of the way, it will just go past towards the music, and then we can do something. But yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. As you pop into that space, you see this creature sort of jump forward where it thought your body was, but its head continues to sort of search and as it just sort of makes its noise and hisses and begins to crawl past you. Nebrat, you look up at this creature's belly as it crosses over you, almost like, like you're beneath a whale as it just rides across the top. You see what appears again to be sort of human anatomy, going down through this completely naked body, but again with the hands and the feet seeming to be able to grip onto just the tiniest little crevices and cracks in the rock to rock climb its way down. It is not resistant to gravity. You can see that it hangs and uses, but the muscles are tight and toned. They are using every single muscle within its body to climb its way down. Silas, it approaches you. As soon as it gets up in front of you, it takes in your scent and whips out an arm to try and slash across your face.
Did it pass me for an
Oh
opportunity?
no, you're first. I'm sorry, Maeve. You are.
Oh no, I'm after Silas, but it would have had to go past me to get to him.
No. I'm sorry. No, it's attacking you. It's
okay.
attacking the first person it comes towards. So
Fair
it is
enough.
you. I'm sorry. It is you that as it reaches you and sees, smells, that you are there and can sense you, it is going to reach out and try to take a slap. Oh, that's a pretty good number. That is a 22.
Disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage.
It is disadvantage. Thanks.
It doesn't. That is a 5.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you, Robin. I had it written down and I didn't even go. Perfect. So as it slashes out towards you, there is something disorienting about this music down at the end. It doesn't feel like it can target you as well as it could before. And so the hand just sort of swipes past your face, as almost as if you were like a blinking in and out, and it can't figure out which of you to sort of attack as if it were drunk. So it misses you on that. It is your turn, Maeve.
It's Silas first, right?
Silas was top of the.
Oh, so I'm sorry. It was its turn. Sorry,
it was its turn. Yes.
I'm
so back to you.
Foggy today.
No worries.
All right. I really don't like that creature, and it's right there in my face.
Right there.
So, I think I said I warned you to stay put. And I pull out my letter opener, which expands and sharpens, and begins to glow with almost a starlight kind of glimmer to it. And I will attack.
Roll your attack, please.
Oh, sorry, I'm so 17 plus 6 is 23 to hit.
23 to hit will hit.
And then, so it's going to be 1d8 plus 4 plus 2 plus, if it moves. Okay. So, it's 5 plus, so it's 9 points of damage plus it is that starlight sort of creeps around it, encasing it. And then I'm going to GTFO, and it needs to stay where it is. It's hanging out.
Okay, so it's sort of paralyzed, restrained, we should say. In that area.
It's not restrained, but if
Okay.
it chooses to move, it
Okay.
will take some owies.
Okay, gotcha. Great. Okay. And you're gonna dash out.
I can't. No, it'll get an attack of opportunity
It
if I
will.
do. So I'll move myself around to behind it, so it's
Okay.
not. I'm out of reach of the front claws.
So yeah, as those
And the
claws
jaws.
kind of swipe forward, you sort of move your body around to the other side, cast this, attack upon it as it begins to sort of glow. What did you say the glow looked like?
It's
Starlight?
like starlight. It's almost like starlight surrounding
On
it.
its sort of hairless, almost sort of gelatinous looking flesh, it really does look like the all-knowing space baby in this moment. That's very, very ominous and lovely and unknowable.
And I'm just jamming to my Arctic monkeys, and that's just got me moving and dancing, as we do this,
Fantastic.
which
I
is
love
keeping
it.
me from completely freaking out, because this is a truly unsettling creature, and it needs to not be anywhere
Can't exist right
near
now.
us.
Is that all, Maeve?
Yes.
Okay, back up to you, Silas.
How far into the tunnel are we at this point?
I mean, you're probably, you climb good 30, 40 feet up and back from the tunnel opening.
Okay.
And the music's about 20 feet below you, so it's about halfway towards the opening.
Okay. And it is definitely so this is difficult terrain, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
We're not able to move.
Yeah. And it's all squeezing and everything, yeah.
And it is currently, because Maeve is now on the other side of it, it's currently between Maeve and
Yeah, essentially. You have a clear shot to it, yes. But it is basically sharing the space with Maeve.
Got it.
I don't like roommates.
Okay. Silas is going to yell out. I'm going to say, get up inside that other compartment. I'll come back. I promise. And then I am going to start moving back down the tunnel toward the opening, and toward the phone where the sound is.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to basically be trying to get its attention.
So you go down there, and what do you
So I
what do
wanna-
you
I
do to
wanna
get its
dash.
attention? You're gonna dash down.
Yeah, I'm going to
What are you
dash
doing?
down. So in other words, I'm not. Well, I don't know if dashing is going to make too big of an impact here. So I'm going to make it as far as I can.
Mhm.
And as I'm doing it, I will go ahead and say, "Hey, you! Yeah, I know you can hear me. I don't know if you're familiar with this area, but you should check this place out." And another vicious mockery. So DC 14.
Okay. That is a natural 1. Go ahead and double your vicious mockery. This is particularly vicious.
Ooh, another 4. So that is 8.
8.
Nice.
Ocho.
Okie doke. Okay. Oh my
I
goodness.
am trying to make it to the opening, because it's my understanding as we were ziplining over, the opening gets a little bit bigger. Is that correct?
Yes, it gets a little bit
Okay.
bigger towards where you all
Yeah.
slid in. Yes.
That's where I'm trying to make it, and I'm trying to get it to follow me there.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Always let the dice decide things for you. That's right. All right. Neb, you are up. As Silas seemingly bails and begins to climb down back away towards the music, but you can hear him shouting for it, come on,
Can I, as
know
my-
you know where I am. All of
Am I
that,
still unable
you are
to hear?
so
or-
no you're the
Okay.
deafen will say you're getting used to it. It is worn off now. You can now
Okay.
hear things. The music is still going.
Yeah.
But you've recovered from the initial shock of it.
The loudness of it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I see him doing that, and I figure he's doing more distracting, but this thing is next to Maeve, and I thought I was being smart by turning into a rat, and now I feel like I've just let my friends down. And as Maeve slashes at this thing, I'm thinking I should have tried to turn into something like those wolves, like those really nasty things, because I can't do anything as a rat. I should be one of those wolves. And you'll watch as there's a and Neb is just standing there for a second, looking really upset. And she says, I always liked werewolves more than vampires anyway. And then she jumps at this thing and in midair morphs into one of those wolves that we fought.
Someone was Team Jacob.
Yeah, one of those. I mean, it's just a wolf. It's not quite as big as the ones we fought, but it's got bright blue eyes and is very upset.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to bite it.
You land basically on it. Like basically it is what is keeping this wolf from falling further down into this like practically vertical tunnel. It's like this diagonal tunnel. So what is your attack?
So Maeve is still next to it?
Maeve is still next to it.
Awesome. She's part of my pack. That means I get advantage on this.
Yes, you do.
Not gonna help.
Neb
but
pack represent.
that's okay. That's an 8, 9, 10, does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
I'm very impressive.
Oh, you are very impressive.
But fangs are weird. I haven't had to deal with fangs. That was with the advantage. I rolled an 8 and a 3. It was fun. But yes, and then I land, and I think I've just looked really cool. And now I'm gonna try growling at it, and it probably sounds more like a purr because she doesn't know what she's doing, and so it's kind of like. But she's gonna stay there and look really, really upset at this thing.
Well, because it's climbing down, it's sort of feet butt up. So, finding that and then not wanting to hit Maeve at the same time as it's kind of kicking and trying to, find its way, to scoot away from you. It's just really hard to get purchased with these new fangs that you just have no, experience with. So that's tricky. Anything else, Neb?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Its turn. Where it is sort of squirming, feeling this giant furry creature on its back or on its legs, feeling Maeve, you're on the other side of it. It's going to turn around and it's down by your feet because it's kind of, you're sharing this space in two different positions. It's going to try and bite down on your ankle.
Who, me or Maeve?
On Maeve. It's going to try and bite Maeve's ankle. That again is a really good number. That is a 22 again. To hit you, Maeve.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Yeesh, that is 6 piercing damage or slashing damage, I guess, as it again bites into your ankle. Again, you feel the warm blood begin to sort of run down your legs as it just sort of holds there. It is, however, going to try to kind of pull and continue to sort of turn its body around. So Wolf Neb, you will get an op attack. It's going to stay within range of you, Maeve.
When it bites me, may I have my reaction?
You may have your reaction, of course.
I will say, do not touch me, creep. Yes. And that sort of pepper spray searing aura, for lack of a better term, sort of hits it full force. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 12.
It is, that's a fail.
Yes.
So it's going to take 8 points of
8?
Yes, of fire.
Ooh. Okay. As it bites into your ankle, how does this fire erupt from you?
I pull out my canister of pepper spray.
Okay, great. All right.
Right at it.
So you are sort of, braced yourself on the wall, standing above it. Its feet are in your face. There's a wolf up here trying to bite its legs. Down below, music is blaring, and Silas is going, come and get me. He's doing all of that sort of stuff. You can hear me. You look down. It bites your ankle, but as it tears the flesh away and kind of, it's sends its face and its ears up towards you. You just spray it directly in its face, and this flame erupts as it just starts twitching and moving. It
Like
falls.
a fantasy bitter apple spray.
Absolutely. It falls 3 feet down, crumpling into a twitching, burning mess on one of the ledges below.
Is it done?
Done.
Okay.
As
good.
it does so, you see that starlight sort of come, and it comes and surrounds my leg.
Yes.
And everything it ripped out begins to knit back together
Amazing.
as I heal back up for 6.
So Silas, where you are screaming, you see that the sort of limp body of this thing crash into the rocks, its head cocked at an odd angle as a piece of rock has just kind of broken its neck. You see a little bit of sort of smoldering flame on its body as it twitches, and you can just see it sort of slowly sort of reach stillness. The music is still blaring in the tunnel.
I guess I'm closest to the phone. I'm just going to pick it up and stop it.
Suddenly it is eerily quiet, almost as if silence had vibration. You can feel the air and the pressure that it puts against the rocks around you and hear the heavy breathing.
Are there
the
any more of
humans.
those?
The slight purr of the wolf.
Silas asked that, and Neb has once again forgotten that nobody can understand her and is going to try to say, I don't see anything, but what you're going to hear is
Like those huskies that try
Like
to
those-
speak.
absolutely.
So you can turn into other things other than a rat. Yes. Maeve, I want a space sword.
It's a letter opener.
No.
I just tuck it back in my
Do
pocket.
you not see that when you use that?
I mean, it all happened really fast.
Yeah, it's a
But
space
also,
sword.
can we just talk about that thing? Because it was, it was,
Yeah, I start looking at it a little bit closer, not touching it though.
Not touching it. Yes. So you've moved,
looked
crawled
like a
up a bit
person.
closer. The wolf and Maeve, Neb Wolf and Maeve can kind of crawl down a little bit to get a little closer. You also now, you just feel very aware of every little rock that falls, every little scrape of your packs or your bodies against the walls, and just sort of now really feel the echo of that, remembering the loud noise that was just here a second ago.
I mean, don't y'all listen to music? Only one way to do it.
Hey, I'm all for it, but so when I get a look at this though,
Yes.
does it actually look human, or because the
It
ears
looks
seemed
generally human. 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. It has
so human
genitalia.
adjacent.
Human adjacent. It is hairless. Head, whole body is hairless. The skin is this very pale with almost a sort of a clear jelly or fleshy sort of skin over the top of its skin. You can almost see the veins just below the surface that is sort of was once pumping blue blood through that area. But the eyes are definitely totally clouded over. It's quite clear, as Maeve had suggested, that this thing does not use its eyes to get around.
I'm
I
gonna
have so many questions.
carefully walk on up, and I
Mhm.
also want to take a look and then just inadvertently take a sniff
Yes.
as well, and to see what I can. I mean, it doesn't have any clothes. Does it smell like anything?
Advantaged perception check.
Hey,
because you
listen,
are a
I'm
wolf
not
sniffing.
trying to be too forward in any way, but I have this overwhelming urge to scruff the ear right now. Like, is that okay?
So I only roll a 14 in my perception check.
Okay.
Because I rolled really low. So I think Neb has this moment where Silas asked that, and she's pondering that. And is that awkward? Is that a good thing? Is that if I give in to that, is that a bad thing? Oh, I should have thought of this beforehand.
So as you're sniffing and also wondering, with your 14, it doesn't smell human. It looks human, but it smells more like it smells more amphibian, more like that. It has a much murkier, mustier, sort of moister scent to it than that you're used to with sort of dry humans.
If I kind of paw at one of the hands or feet, are they webbed?
They're not webbed. However, as you look at it, similar to your paw, it's rough. The hand and the paw, the fingertips and the hand almost have these little not like a carpet, but like a dog's paw, where they have just little grippy sort of sandpaper.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sandpaper along sort of the palms of the hands. You notice it on their feet. You notice it on their knees, on their elbows. All have this little bit of grippiness in between the more fleshy sort of soft bits. And even as you paw at it, its limbs are a little bit jelly, almost as if it could take a hit and kind of be okay. Its bones and everything are a little bit softer, a little bit mushier.
Silas takes out his phone and camera and it's like, oh, just barely battery, but I'll take it. And I take a photo because I'm like, if we ever get out of this, we're going to be famous. We discovered the Morlocks. I mean, honestly, Abe Sapien just laying right here.
And what Neb wants to say is, but Abe Sapien was friendly. And I just look at you and go, rawr, 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 rawr.
Is that a yes on the scritches?
We're going to take a quick pause here as you are investigating this
What
body.
a cliffhanger. Does she take the scritches or doesn't she? Dun, dun, dun.
For just a moment, as you guys are investigating, give you a chance to think about things you want to do. And we'll go back to Fairuza and Robin, who are peering over these strange, string of letters on the wall.
May I make a case that I explained the cipher to them?
Yes,
with the
we
last
did.
set?
Yes, we talked about it. They may not have the book with them that would have the cipher, but they potentially would know how to recreate it if they had pencil and paper. So sure. All right, Fairuza,
we would be able to figure
you
it
would
out.
if you have pencil and paper, you would be able to figure it out because she taught you.
Well,
Robin, do you have it in your bag? Do you have notebooks and pens in your bags and ledgers and everything else?
Ledgers.
ledgers.
I had a ledger when I was a teenager.
Well, back in my day, only the bad kids kept diaries. Before the Blue Book Factory shut down.
Yes. Robin pulls out, markers and pencils and Post-it notes and just she's very excited to do whatever she can to figure out this puzzle.
All right.
Okay.
So remembering how to do a Veniere puzzle from what Maeve showed you before, you can just basically write out the alphabet 26 times, starting with a different number, and then cross-reference those letters with the ones in the code that you have found, and you translate this to read turn right, step, skip, or turn R, step, skip.
Turn R, skip, step.
Step, skip.
Oh, step, skip.
And by the time they're done, the wall is whatever, the wall, the floor is all Post-it notes, Post-it notes on the wall.
It looks like an episode of Homeland. There's Post-it notes and index cards and red string and
Gold string.
gold string. I'm sorry, gold string.
I don't know. This is all starting to sound like a dance.
So you'll remember back, the one that you found on the 3rd level said skip 3, don't slip, flip. This is the 4th level. It says turn R, step, skip. You've not yet found, the rats shared with you that there were codes on every level. You have not yet found the codes on level 1 or level 2.
This is definitely slap leather, but all right, we've got this clue, and we should try to find the others. Not the other clues, but the other people that we were with.
Do you think the others are okay?
Actually, what's your passive perceptions, the two of you?
Oh gosh.
Oh jeez, let's see.
A 12.
12.
A 12 and a 12. As you're deciphering, you don't really know why, but you think you just. What was the song that you played, Maeve?
I was going to say, you hear
It's Dancing Shoes by the Arctic Monkeys.
Dancing Shoes. You just both of you start humming it a little bit. You know you don't hear anything, but there's just you feel like, oh, for some reason that just kind of came to mind.
Do you hear music? Is it just no? We're definitely.
It's not
we're
possible.
definitely- Yeah.
Well,
We should. Yeah, we should take everything that we've written down. Take this new phrase and hopefully nothing has happened to the others. And I bet if there is a phrase on every level, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
every time.
That all of these little phrase things that we figure out will lead us to something that hopefully won't try to kill us, but maybe it will lead us to what we're looking for anyway.
A shard, yes.
Yes.
It's like a scavenger hunt, but way more dangerous.
But a really messed up one. How is your arm?
It's all right. It's a bit tingly. We'll see if that goes away. But now we have to get back and find the others.
Do you feel like you can make the jump and do that stuff? Go back across the...
I feel like I'm
Yeah?
gonna give it the old college try.
All right. Gather up your crap. I'll help you. You'll get your gardening tools. Your garden tools.
Yes, you guys threw a lot of things at that statue. You just cluttered this
Clean up the room.
Yeah,
Leave it when we found it.
there you go. That's a proper scout right there.
Mhm.
I've got this kitchen sink in my bag that we can throw at it.
The scared
like a
cat
bag of
doesn't
holding.
always happen. There's always like a cat in there. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try to make the jump back across now, and then
Okay.
try to. I mean, are we going to go back the way we came?
I don't think
so
there's
far
another
that is the
option.
only way to go. There
Yeah.
were no other offshoots
Yeah.
from there as
Right.
far as you were aware, except unless down. If you wanted to go
Right.
down into that crevice, you
No.
certainly
I
could.
don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay.
Also, one thing we have to keep mind our P's and Q's, whatever that means, Robin. Is
Yes.
we don't want to bump into dude on the way back. So just
Yes.
keep your ears and eyes open for whatever.
If we stick to small tunnels, we'll be okay.
Because we don't know where he went. You're probably right. We probably sent him to the others. Okay, we gotta go. Get your stuff. Let's
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Okay.
All right. You begin your way back. You gather your
Yeah.
things. You get to that open crevice. Who would like to jump first? Athletics.
If you go first, you can maybe help me across.
That's true.
All right.
right.
Athletics.
Die hard dice.
I heard dice.
Plus 21.
21. You leap across perfectly fine, gracefully. You've done this a bunch of times now.
Yeah.
You land on the other side. Robin.
Oh boy. All right.
Athletics.
All right, here we go. Physics can't get me back up. We're going for it. You said this is athletics?
Athletics.
Yeah.
The jump.
Okay. She's gonna. How far is she from me? Far enough that she can't.
Fairuza, about 10 feet.
Oh, boy.
There's no way to like.
If you get
how-
down on your stomach and reach out your hands.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So
Wait.
Fairuza.
Let me
Go
try
ahead.
something. And she tries to just sort of think strong
Mm-hmm.
because she remembers when Silas sort of gave her that pep talk when they were up on the ladder, and
Yes.
she's like, she hasn't really figured out how to access the strength yet, but she's like, I'll
Okay.
just try this. So, okay, Robin, and she's gonna get on her stomach and be like, just jump toward me.
I got you.
I-
Okay.
I'm
On
ready
your
for this.
stomach, your legs braced on either side of the wall, your arms outstretched past the edge of this ledge. Robin, athletics check, please.
Oh, it's a 15.
It's a 15. You leap. Your toes touch the edge as Fairuza gets her arms around you and pulls you in from the side, and you both stand on the other side, just breathing deeply as you can. As you stand there and kind of turn around, a little hummingbird floats in the center of that crevice. As it does, it sort of looks down, looks back up at you, and zooms away down the crevice into the darkness. We're going to hold there with you, too. We'll go back to the three of you over this body, looking through, checking out this the naked, dead creature here that's in front of you. In this moment, as you are all leaning over the edge, leaning over it, all three of you begin to hear a familiar noise.
Oh no.
This time it seems to be coming from the direction you came. And it certainly sounds like more than one clicking origin.
I'm gonna very slowly get back up and just start backing away and not making any noise, but looking at the other two very, very clearly.
The
Come
three
on.
of you begin to quietly, as you can, start to back up, climbing up where you were. And with that, we will end this episode of Children of Éarte. Thank you all so much for playing. Come back next week, and remember that life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Good night, everyone.